With YouTube Premium,
Hey, welcome back everyone. Thank you for tuning in for the stream this afternoon. It's that time of the week again. NASCAR Heat 5 100% race stream. And we're going to Dega this week, so naturally we gotta do the Dega race in Heat 5 and see what the game predicts who's gonna win, which, I mean, really could it be anyone, which wouldn't surprise me to be honest. So,  'Cause, 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 I think the pre-stream thingy went on a little bit longer than normal. Usually I always try to go at like 5 minutes, but then the two songs I chose were like a total of like 6 minutes each. Well, to get all get combined or something like that. So yeah, I was a little off, but we here, and yeah. So obviously, since this is a 500 miler race, got some Gatorade here. I'll be drinking throughout the race, preferably during pit stops. We'll see how much I drink throughout the race, which hopefully I don't drink the whole thing. Maybe about half of it, at least I hope. Well, thank you, Cole, for calling me cute. That's very wholesome of you. Need Eric Jones to win today. That would be pretty cool. I would like that. Hello, Saints. Hello, Golf Kid. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Well, yeah, I don't know. I started this. I tested this out last night, and I was thinking like, okay, I'm gonna start the stream, or like Friday night or Thursday night. I don't know when I did it, Thursday or Friday. I scheduled the stream, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be a 500 lap race, 500 mile race. The Gatorade wanted to correct me on that, which I appreciate. It's a 500 miler race, and the race starts at 3. So I was thinking like, well, I would like to start at like 12 or something, but that might be cutting it too close. So I always like to try to get it done maybe about like a half hour before the race starts, or at least under an hour max. So I was like, okay, we'll try 11:30. But then as I was testing the race off camera to see just how long it would be, it clocked it in as like 2 hours and 18 minutes, which is like, that doesn't seem right. Usually they're always kind of about 3 hours. So I don't know what on earth the deal is with that. So I don't know. I guess we'll see when we actually do the race and stream and see how that goes. I'd like to see Suarez win. Yeah, that would be really cool as well. Trackhouse is fantastic. I simp for them pretty hard. I'm glad they're doing well. I'm glad Chastain got a win over there. Hopefully Suarez could do that over there as well. It does seem like that team is capable of being competitive and being able to win races, so that's cool. I hope that happens. Same with Colleague. If they, I don't know. I can dream. But, yeah, so with all that said, I guess we'll just kind of jump into it. And obviously we're going with Dale Earnhardt. I mean, that's kind of an obvious pick. He's won here at this track 10 times. And his most dominating win was, I think, from what I saw, looking at Racing Reference, was the 1891 Talladega race. I think it was the spring one. He led over 111 laps, which is a pretty hefty margin. So then I was thinking to myself, in my brain, let's have a challenge of trying to lead, maybe not every lap, but damn near every lap. And once we get the lead, we're going to block. We're going to try to maintain as long as we can, because the most laps led at Talladega was set by Pete Hamilton in 1970, something like that, with like 154 laps, which is monstrous. Especially, nowadays, people don't really lead that high volume amount of laps, so it'll be interesting to see if we can get to that, even though we are going to be starting last because the qualifying is really botched at this track in this game. So yeah, I think that's an obvious choice. And then after this one, Talladega's Dover, which I think we all know who I'm gonna go with for Dover, so I don't think that's gonna be any debate. But yeah, I'm gonna pick him. And we're going to go to the spring race at Dega. And we'll go over the settings real quick. So it's a 105 difficulty, full damage, race length 100%, normal tire and fuel consumption, normal fall off, strict yellows, multiple race stages, As far as the driving is concerned, the AI skill range is set to narrow, stability normal, infrequent mechanical failures. From what I saw when I was practicing this or test, I don't know if I should be saying practicing at Talladega, but when I was testing this out, it was under 5 actual like AI yellows, so I don't know. And you factor in the stages, that's like 7, so I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be that bad. But yeah, that's our settings. We're gonna go with that, save it. And with all that said, I guess we'll just jump into it and try to see if we can lead the most laps. I have Justin Haley winning. That, again, another pick I would be fine with. Be cool to see a calling car win. Well, again, because they won with Allmendinger and Indy, so it'll be nice. But nice things feel like they hardly ever happen in NASCAR anymore when it comes to like race winners. So I don't know. Ow! I just banged my tooth on my Gatorade shits. Well, I mean, I'm not even going to bother qualifying. So we're just going to start in the back or second to last or wherever the game's going to put me with the people getting DQ'd or getting sent to the back with like issues. So we're 38th. Ryan Blaney's on pole. That's cool. BJ McLeod went to the back for tires, which is stupid considering the track we're at. Joey Gase failed pre-tech. Pre-race. Pre-tech. What? Pre-race. Well, yeah, I mean, it's almost the last to first challenge. Which is honestly something you can't even do in this game because, anyways, green flag. 188 laps at Talladega. Oh my sweet Jesus, we got some racing to do today. So, 60 laps in the first stage. The fuel is 38 laps, so we'll definitely have to pit once in the stage if it goes green, which, I mean, it might. The AI always have tire issues or something going wrong. But after, playing this, I just remember, like, NASCAR 21's racing at Daytona Talladega is so just awful. It's really nice to go to this game and, enjoy it. I don't know, it's fun. Ow. Ass damage on lap 1. Cody Ware, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Ware. Can't really get to the bottom. I'm locked with Christopher Bell, so that's not really going to help things because he's like my draft partner, so that's going to kind of want to... He's going to want to follow me, but that's not what I would like to see. We're going to probably switch to the hood view a lot just so I can kind of see where my nose is pointed so I can kind of make the move properly. But I mean, within a lap, it was not that bad. Oh, that's probably illegal, but we're okay. We're okay with that.
Careful, still there. Got a car high now.
Oh my sweet G. Cody Ware is just out of nowhere. I will gladly turn the volume up, Golf Kid. Thank you for suggesting that. I don't think it changed. But we'll put it to 1.8 decibels. It was like -3, or it was like the point is we bumped it up. We pumped it up to make it better. There we go. That should be a little bit better.
Stay left.
But yeah, we're just kind of steadily moving up through the field. Nothing too crazy is going on, Just,
Still there.
I mean, we're already in the top half of the field. Ryan Blaney led the first 2 laps. Now we gotta try to get the lead out. Like I said at the beginning,
Careful, still there.
I want to lead as much laps as I can. I want to see if I can break that lap-led record at this track. I know, Cody, we're bumping the Intimidator at Daytona. Oh my god, I pulled an Adam Alexander. That's embarrassing. But yeah, it is truly a sight to behold. Already almost cracked the top 10. The game didn't say anyone was on fire this weekend, so I don't think we have anyone to worry about with that in particular, but I mean, literally everyone's going to be fast no matter what. When I did my test race, Kurt was like considered cold, but he was still running up front and leading laps, so I mean, I don't think that really matters too much. Maybe being on fire probably helps a little more, but I mean, being cold obviously didn't really affect him at all. So, I don't know, just something interesting to know. Heat 5 is definitely much better than Ignition. Did anybody see, I don't know if anyone saw it, but Radman made a tweet saying, somebody was saying that he said, oh my god, what was it? He said NASCAR 21's a 4 out of 10 game. Like, no. Hell no. That's to imply that it's slightly below average, which is this game. That game is not slightly below average. That is, you'll be lucky, hard pressed to even give it a 1. So I don't know. It's just, that's our top content creator, ladies and gentlemen. Just completely delusional. In just the game's badness, like, just because well, I can't even say graphically it looks good, because on the consoles it's really bad. It's very, very frame rate issues. It's a mess. PC is definitely better, but it's just ridiculous. Well, somebody, I think somebody, I mean, and we're gonna lead a lap, so that's gonna be cool. We moved our way up through the field very quickly in 5 laps. Not bad. Well, you know what's really funny about the online is, from what I learned, is that game, trying to think. It's hard to try to have a cohesive thought while I'm trying to race and like block and watch my mirror and shit. Which crazy concept, not NASCAR 21. That's just, you know, they said the modern consoles couldn't handle it, which is really one of the saddest things I've ever heard from a developer for a racing game that wants to be touted as a sim, but then also not a sim. So I don't know what the message is, but hey, I mean, 3-year-olds can play it. That's their focus. I'm sure 3-year-olds are going to understand the intricacies of the sport to know that the car turns to the right on the straightaways because of an off-caster setup. Thank God for that Ryan Mooney video, because that is one of the most... I just remember that so well. I was very close to clipping it and putting it on my Twitter because it was such a... Shut up, Tony. I'm really not in the mood to hear him say that the whole race. But yeah, it's wild. But the point I was trying to say is the online is good for NASCAR 20 because it's not from Motorsport Games. That's the thing. The online servers are from somewhere else, which I don't know where it's from, but I do know it's not from Motorsport Games servers. So the one good aspect of the game with the online stability isn't even from the company itself. So that's really funny and kind of sad all at the same time. So I can't even give them props for that. Because, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just funny. Yeah, well, somebody, I think, said to Radman, because he was making a tweet about criticizing EA's F1 game, like what they were doing with that. I don't know the whole ins and outs, but somebody was calling him out saying, like, you know, you're real quick to bash that game, but when it comes to NASCAR 21, you'll be very defensive. It was something like that. They said, it's much bigger than that. It's like, are we really going to sit here and be on a high pedestal when NASCAR 21 barely functions? Well, that game, even if it's going to be a microtransaction, like dumpster fire, I'm sure on a fundamental, basic level, it's going to work. You got no room to try to be defensive of a broken bullshit. It's amazing. Like, he constantly just buries himself in these situations. It doesn't make any sense to me. That's just wild. I don't know, it's just, it's annoying. I'm in a ranty mood today. I don't know why. Maybe it's just, maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know, but we're just kind of blocking, we're holding the lanes. Again, it's not anything too crazy. We just have to block the top 2 running lanes. And then we can kind of hold our own. Kurt is up on the super duper high line. We might be able to block that. Yes, we can. That was close. Yeah, Jeffrey winning at Dega would have been cool. I literally tuned in to watch the last 2 laps because I was asleep. And I watched the 2 laps I did just to see bitch-ass Noah Gragson win, which is really fucking depressing. Very aggravating, so I'm glad I didn't emotionally invest myself in a race like that if that's just who the winner was going to be, which is a whole rant on its own of just one of the... Maybe the biggest piece of shit person I've ever had the displeasure of being a part of NASCAR as, like, a driver. Like, I think I hate him more than Logano. Because Logano's just a dipshit on track. Gragson goes even further beyond with that. First is the... Well, I guess depending on the severity of it. Well, when he won a... This is like in 2020. He won the Bristol race, which was under really bullshit circumstances where he ran over his teammate for the win, which... Yeah, fucking... Go excited. Have a drink with the fucking fans during a goddamn pandemic. Like, this is like peak pandemic era. And you're gonna go out in the fucking, you know, stands and drink shotgun a beer with a fan during COVID? Like, you fucking insane? How stupid. It's so dumb. And then we don't even, I might actually lose this lap. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna leave this lap. Wait. I mean, I appreciate the effort, but it clearly wasn't enough. Back to my Gragson. So, yeah, that's stupid. But the other thing that's infinitely worse, and it's not talked about because it's been wiped from the internet completely, but there was an Instagram live stream he did. And you could kind of call it sexual harassment? I can't say it's... I don't know if it's assault, but it's definitely something morally fucked up. Where he's live streaming and he's just talking, or he's pointing the camera at something. Then he sees a girl, and like a girl walks by, and then he focuses the camera on the girl, zooms in on her ass, and then whistles. You don't do that. You don't do that in a fucking live stream. You don't do that when you're a professional driver. What a dirtbag. Just, I can't respect a driver that does that. That is, like, just deplorable and disgusting. And that's coming from me that, I mean, well, that's a whole different thing with winning, with me liking, like, anime girls and other different stuff. But, like, doing that to a real-life person in a live stream, purposely zooming in on the ass, is like, no. It's not like an incidental thing that just happened to be in the shot. No, it's like he consciously focused on it, zoomed in on it, and then whistled. Like, what? No. You don't do that. So, yeah, I don't have any respect for it. That's just disgusting. Like, it's just morally and ethically fucked to... Like, it's one thing if you're with, like, a group of friends... And you may have spot something like that, but when you're in a live stream and when you have a status of yourself as like a driver like that, to do something like that is so unprofessional and just disgusting. And then we can get in the whole rant topic about how Corbin's career got absolutely fucking destroyed over a series of tweets that literally meant nothing. Oh, because an underage fan messaged him and he replied. He just replied back, there was no sexual connotations, nothing of that sort, gets fucking canceled into oblivion. Yeah, that's just, that's great society right there. Sometimes it makes me wonder about the human race. But that's why. And I feel like an insane person because like I wanted to make a Gregson rant video. And I wanted to bring that clip up, but I can't find it. It's literally been scraped from the internet. I cannot find it. But I do remember it happening. I think it was posted in my Discord group years ago. But I can't find it. But even so, you know, shotgunning with a fan during COVID and just having a shitty attitude and doing, you know, stupid shit on track like dumping someone at fucking Vegas, which is ridiculous. Yeah, they're going 170 miles an hour in Vegas in the Xfinity Series. Yeah, let's just turn someone on the fucking front straightaway for no reason. Just...
Outside.
I don't know, it's just... I can't get behind a driver that does shit like that. Also, hello Eric Jones. Ow. Alright, we're gonna get the help from Corey LaJoie, so that might get us back into the lead. Yeah, it did. Thank you, Corey. I'm amazed I was clear, because I really wasn't sure if I was.
Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
Thank you, everybody, for stopping by and chat. I do appreciate it. I just trying to focus on the race. WhatiFRacing can't wait for the fun. Yeah. I don't know what to feel about the new F1 game because I've heard some conflicting things about it.
Careful, still there. Right side.
Oh god. I don't think it's about the fact that a driver dumps someone, but it's more the fact that it's like just blatantly turning someone on the front straightaway of a track when you're going 170 miles an hour. I mean, we saw the shit what happened with Edwards. We did Brad. That was stupid then. That was bullshit then. It's bullshit now when a driver does that. Half the time, it really does feel like the, you know, well, at least the Xfinity and Truck Series, the field don't respect each other and just don't care. And I get it. Oh, they're young. It's like I can't even get behind that mentality of like, oh, maybe they're young and they're inexperienced. Like that's just a moral ethical thing. Because, you know, even when I was a young lad, and I was like, you know, 16, 17, 18, I knew, hey, don't drive your competitors like garbage. You kind of learn a lot about a person just on how they race. And when it came to league racing and stuff, I never did shit like that. I never just, you know, if I had a chance to win, I would just, you know, dump someone or try to dump someone for just something stupid. It's just dumb. I don't stand for that. That's not part of my code, and I don't like it when drivers do that. It's just extremely negligible, if that's the right word to use. Okay, someone died. I heard a lot of crunching. Oh, God. Surprised no one's pitting because... what Edwards did was justified. Because what Brad did the same year. How it started, how the Brad and Edwards thing started. So... Brad made the move on Edwards on the last lap. Edwards came down on Brad and wrecked him. And then I'm going to stay out because I want to try to keep laps led.
Have a good day. Stay sharp.
There is no justification for Edwards turning someone going like 180 miles an hour at Atlanta on the front straightaway. That is the fact that he even said, "Oh, I didn't know the car would get up to there." You're an idiot. You're a fucking moron. This is why I don't like Edwards, because he's just a two-faced bastard where he just has... Like, I just have this strange feeling he's just... You know, he just puts on an act for everyone. But after that, then Brad and Edwards raced each other at Gateway, and they raced each other hard. I think Brad gave him a bump, but it's nothing, like, out of the line, out of left field. Like, I mean... It was a bump. He didn't completely turn him, but then as soon as Brad was about to clear him off 4, Edwards just turned him. turn him on the front straightaway, and many cars collide into him, which, I mean, could have seriously fucking injured him. And then as Brad is literally dying behind him, he's celebrating, having a good mood. He's happy. He's really thrilled. He just, you know, wrecked someone and multiple cars piled into him. Oh, that's just fucking wonderful. And then, you know, at Atlanta, they had like a scuffle, but it wasn't even really Brad's fault. Brad was the victim in like every scenario. So it was just disgusting. That was the moment where I just had no respect for him, because if he's gonna do shit like that, and just his attitude, the way he presents himself, and also the way he retired too, that's a whole other rant on its own. Where he just announces his retirement out of the blue, fucked over all the fans that maybe want to see him in his final season, just said fuck them, disrespected his fans. It was just, it's disgusting. That's not what you do. And he's a high-profile driver. You would want to have a proper retirement season if you want one. Finish off 2017, announce 2017 is going to be your last season in the off-season, then go that way. You know, Richard Petty did it that way. Jeff Gordon did it that way. Dale Jr. There's some crunching behind me, but I was going to say Dale Jr. did it that way, but he didn't, because he announced it like after Richmond, which that's a whole other scenario, because, you know, there was like Atlanta and like Auto Club where fans basically got screwed out of that, because they went into that not knowing Junior was running his last year, so they couldn't even really properly make plans, so that fucked them over. So great job, Junior, in that regard. If you're going to announce your retirement, do it in the off season, do it like at the end of the previous year, and then do the, you know, you don't just do a retirement out of nowhere, fucking over the people that actually gave a shit about you. And then it puts Suarez in such a horrible position, because it threw him in the car, and when he wasn't ready, he won the Xfinity title, but it was on a bullshit, nonsensical restart where Cole Witt stayed out, spun his tires, stacked up the whole field of the one lane that Suarez was in. It was a complete clown show at the end. And I feel bad for Suarez just because, you know, it just put him in a horrible spot. And Gibbs never really gave him the proper time to let him develop. And it seems like now at Trackhouse he's getting that, which is really nice to see. So more power to him. I'm hoping, you know, more comes of it.
Inside, all clear.
I remember Nico Rosberg did that. I'm still not a fan of that. I still wish he at least did one more season and then announced his retirement. You know, like in the off season of 2016, announced his retirement, then 2017 be his last year. I would be fine with that. In like I feel like that's the fair thing to do, because if there's fans of him, I shouldn't say if there's, but there's, you know, fans of Nico Rosberg. If, you know, they want to go see him in his last race in 2017, they could have, you know, made the effort to. I don't know. It's just, I guess it's like a moral thing. I feel like it's morally right to let your fans know that it's going to be your last season in the previous year's off season, to kind of, have them have a farewell. Like, imagine if for example, Richard Petty, imagine it at the end of 92, out of nowhere, he said, oh, he's retiring, he's done. Yeah, I mean, that would be just awful to do for your fans. So, it's just dumb.
Right side.
That was a terrible block.
Got a car high now.
That's true, Scott. Yeah.
Bottom looks good. Clear high.
Yeah, Brad ended up winning a championship, and it was basically, pretty much legitimate. I mean, he would have won it under the old Winston format, like the full season format, and he won in 2012. He deserved that title more than anyone that year. So, yeah, that's funny. I don't know if I could. Yeah, you could probably. Well, if we compare Brad's first 11 seasons to Edwards' 11 seasons, I guess we can kind of shake out how they would perform or how close their stats would be. But I think Brad would have. I mean, definitely Brad has the edge now. But I'm kind of curious if we compare the 11 seasons together. Would it be close? I don't know. You're right. Senior didn't have retirement. Well, the wall kind of made him a permanent retirement, so I can't put the blame on him for that. The goddamn, it's fucked up.
Clear all around. Inside. Clear behind. Load clear. Right side. Still there.
Well, Logano's going to lead a lap, so that's kind of mentally destroying me, but we're going to have help from the 52 of the Licky guys, so hooray.
Still there. You got room. You're clear.
The thing with Brad is I wasn't really a super big fan of him until after the whole Edwards incident, because I felt, because he did stupid stuff before and I didn't like it. There was points, I remember in one of the Xfinity races he dumped someone. It was really stupid. And everything. But after the whole Edwards thing, I just felt so bad that he just went through all that dumb shit when I didn't even feel like he deserved that. So it made me appreciate him. So it's kind of one of those, I didn't like him at first, and I grown to like him type of thing. And that's not to say Brad's innocent, because there's, he still had done stupid stuff.
Got one up top.
I remember the
Left side.
Daytona 1 in 2018 where he's like, "Oh, I'm not lifting," and he wrecked the whole field doing it. So he stuck by his word. Props to him, but that's at the cost of literally the whole field. So that was stupid.
Still there.
Also, Bilicki just took the lead. I had to go with Dale though, Dave 500. It's just part of the symbiotic nature of Talladega. I'm still upset that there's the mod video tutorial isn't up anymore, because it explained how you do it and how to go through the files to change it. But YouTube removed it for a really dumb reason, which didn't make any sense, and surprisingly it's not re-uploaded, at least to my knowledge. But it's very upsetting that not everyone can play the 2021 mod. I mean, it's the true NASCAR 21, so I mean that would be really nice to do that at least. That's definitely a case where I don't know. God, that game just, NASCAR 21 is going to be the funniest game. When civilization is gone, it's like the year 3000, and aliens check out video games from the past. They would play that and be like, "What the hell is this shit?" I feel like they would be just, I feel like that would be just kind of funny to imagine that. Well, good news is Ryan Blaney was on the pole for this race, Dave. So that was pretty cool. I thought of you as he was in the pole, on the pole, not in the pole. What? That doesn't make sense. Oh my God, the field kind of stacked up there or something, because Oh, my sweet Jesus. Cody Ware has a bunch of damage, and he's fine. That's a bunch of crap.
Hard from the outside.
That looks stupid. Now, see, that's where a game gets dumb. Because I have it on full damage. You would think
Right side.
when someone has that much hood damage, they wouldn't be fast, or they would just be, downright out of the race, but they're not. And that does rustle my jimmies. We let that lap, though, which is a goal I'm trying to do for the stream, is to try to see if I can lead the most laps at this track of all time, because the most was by Pete Hamilton in 1970 with like 154, so I want to try to get that goal. And so far, I mean, we're on path track thing to do it.
High lane's moving. Clear behind him.
I agree the high lane was moving, but the inside line was moving as well, so that was also kind of... Suarez pushed me.
Got one outside now.
McDowell pushed me. Anyone push me.
Outside.
Well, I gotta lose the lead first, and then they'll push me. It's a weird mechanic. Well, wait. Oh, hold on a minute. They're not, I mean, they're linked up on the super duper high lane.
Hold your line.
Okay, I did lead that lap. Oh, holy shit. Cody Ware in video game land is such a legend. He's such a badass. He is channeling his inner Dale Earnhardt from 97 of the Daytona 500. I mean, that's basically it. I mean, he was pretty much channeling that, so props to him.
Looking outside now. Clear all around.
People are going to be pitting soon, so that's going to be a very interesting element to the race here. With 22 laps to go on the stage. I don't know if everyone's going to take 4 tires. I mean, I am, because we are burning our tires something fierce. And as stupid as it sounds, but with this game, when it comes to tire wear, that affects your speed. So I really don't want to take right sides unless it's like at the end of the race or something.
Clear all around.
But for every other portion of it, I want to try to take 4 just so I can kind of keep my speed up. Yeah, that truck race with the bumpers lining up and getting stuck, that was really bizarre. I don't think there's any word to describe it as just bizarre. Because that was just so strange. And it didn't make any sense. And it was funny that Matt got the worst end of that because he did like a random slide job and it costed him. So that was kind of funny in that regard. I think I'm going to pit this lap. I think everybody else is going to probably start pitting as well because the cycle's already began. So, yay, green flag pit stops. Woo!
He's low on fuel, bud.
Hopefully others pit with me, though. There they go. Okay. So I'm going to slow down right there. I'm just going to stay way out of the racing lane because I really don't want to get hit by them. That was good. And Mars Attacks. There's a scene at the end. 50 songs will happen to play. Oh my god, that'd be perfect. Somebody do an edit of that. They find NASCAR 21 and their heads explode. .3 stop. Fire suits look nice. The fact that the modders put the time to get the fire suits right is just absolutely insane. The attention to detail.
Hey, get back in there. Let's go.
When random, I can't even say random, but when modders, fans have more thought and care put into a game than NASCAR 21. What a universe do we live in? Shrek's gonna push me. No, he's not. Oh, we'll just go 3 wide. We'll just block the whole track. Yeah, that's... I mean, it's a 6,000 IQ strat. I mean, if you don't want anybody passing, you just become a... Wow. I mean... Michael McDowell did not give a single shit there. I really don't want to lose the draft from that. For whatever reason, when we get out of pit road, I don't have the same type of speed as them. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I think we're going to be okay, though. We got Michael McDowell's draft here. So I think we'll be fine. We're going to have cars merging up on tracks. That's going to stack up something. So just like that, like what Chase Elliott did. That was, yeah, that was a classic Dega checkup. And Anthony Alfredo's going to cycle out into lead, which is even more bizarre. And he's by a good margin. I'm so confused how that worked out for him. And he gained that much time. But it's okay, we're catching him, so that's nice. Well, I guess it helps too that... Oh wait, no, he's going to slow up, he's going to hold up true. Oh, we might cheese a lap, extra lap lead, hooray! No, never mind. I could side draft him. That didn't really work. But now it's just a 4-car battle for the lead.
Stay low, stay low.
You mean like a mean ass Dega setup? Because that'd be kind of cool. I need a bombing ass setup for Bristol of 2013 so I can actually complete that challenge, because I don't think I'm ever gonna complete it. Why? Well, I guess that's it. That's realistic to a degree, but that doesn't make it easier for me to make the pass on them. Can anybody go down low, please? I mean, I can get. I didn't mean to hit him there, but I mean, I can get runs, but it doesn't really amount to anything. Truex, there you go. I appreciate that, Truex. Yeah, that's look at that. Look at that. That's nice. Suarez is gonna try to side draft me like a punk. Well, this isn't really helping anybody. It's kind of stalling out.
Careful, still there.
Yeah, he just side drafted me the whole back straightaway.
Still there.
We'll get by Alfredo, no problem. Now we got to set our sights on Truex. Now, once we get the lead, I think we can kind of hold it for quite a while. 16 to go in stage 1. And yeah, the race is kind of going by quick. I guess that's what happens when you run like 47-second lap times every single lap nearly. We've only had one green, one yellow. Yeah, we're gonna get the push here.
Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
Yeah, new leader. I just can't imagine we're gonna lead 154 laps to break that track record, because we really haven't led every lap in this stage, and if that trend continues, then I don't know. I don't see it happening. It'll be interesting to see what they do at the end of this stage. Will they pit? Won't they? I don't really know. Logically, they should, because they'll be almost half the tank on fuel. So I don't know. I can't see Kurt, which is very terrifying. Makes me so sad to see Kurt run so awful lately. I don't know. I really hope he can pull something off at Dega. I mean, he got like 3rd at Atlanta, which is basically a baby Daytona Dega, which gives me hope he could pull something out of his ass, but him and restrictor, like actual restrictor plates, have always been really rough. That's the second time Stewart has said that too, so put that down in your notebooks, because, I mean, we still led that lap somehow, which was kind of impressive.
Clear and behind you.
Okay, Kyle. Okay. Alright, I don't know what the hell that was about, but luckily we didn't lose the main pack. Badass Cody Ware again, giving me ass damage for the 2nd time now.
All clear.
That could have been really bad. I don't know. It didn't really look like I came down on him, but it looked like he came up, so I don't know.
Got a car coming high now. All clear. No pressure from behind.
I don't know why I went to the high side. I thought I would have more momentum.
Still there.
It's okay. We'll get back up there. Car is stupid fast.
Stay to your left.
We got Tyler Reddick up here, Kyle Busch. We got Michael McDowell, which is pretty realistic. And then we got a Ricciardo racing car, and I just gave Chase Elliott a bump, and I kind of stalled my momentum. So that's just wonderful.
There.
Now we got to try to get some of the momentum back. I mean, we're going 209.
Clear high.
Our fastest lap of the race is a 47.3, and that's the yellow. Everybody's staying out, but at least we got the inside line, which is good. Kurt's 13th, so he's going to move up to the field. Who blew up or who had an issue? It was Chris Buescher. And currently, Alex Bowman is out of the race, which quite unfortunate. Denny Hamlin, 34th. Good lord. Well, I mean, we'll definitely get back in the lead, but this cuts more laps down. Now we're only going to have
Coming to the green, driver.
not even, maybe 10 laps to go or something. Oh, we got one of those, like, NASCAR Heat 5 wonky-ass starts where we just don't go.
Looking outside now.
It's like the universe just doesn't want me to lead the most laps
Right
today.
side.
Of all time at Talladega. And why is Suarez not pushing me? What is this? I mean, usually they start pushing me by now.
Got a car high now.
Either Suarez is really dumb or he's being that much of a bro that he's just willing to just stay behind me the whole time. I don't know which one it is, but it does make me angry. Thank you. Cole Custer's finally going to be the first logical person to push me.
Top three, use it if you need it.
Now let's just move our way up through the field and try to win stage 1 if we can. We're going to get to the... No, we can't get to the inside of Blaney. Oh, my sweet Jesus, what is Reddick doing? Did anybody see that? Reddick is like, was swerving back and forth. You better not have been partying in the infield before the race started or something, because that's not what you want to do. That's the last thing you want to see a driver do, is swerve back and forth. I guess in general too, because you don't want to see that on the interstate either.
Careful, still there.
New leader, Alfredo took it over McDowell. And now,
Clear right. Looking at
oh look at that, Chase gave me room. Kurt's up here too. Oh, if me and Kurt could finish in the top 5 in stage 1, that would be one of the hot.
outside.
I mean, that was kind of badass, Kurt. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of fucking badass, but at the same time, not what I wanted to do. That was peak Chad energy from Kurt that I've ever seen. I can't believe that got him as out of shape as it did, though.
Careful, still there.
Ryan Newman's in the lead. Hey! Get the draft from him. Pull away from Truex. Got second.
Clear.
It's hard to say who's even going to win at Dega because it's such a wild card. I'm just hoping it's not Logano. And I think that might be it. I guess I want, well, as usual, like the usuals, Kurt, Truex, Kurt,
Stay low.
Kurt, Truex, and Eric Jones. I guess those are maybe my 3.
All the way to the wall.
Well, I mean, hey, we got the lead. Kurt's back up here, so that's cool. That last lap was almost our fastest lap of the race. So that's pretty interesting. And Kurt's going to the high side, so he just doesn't feel like doing good in this stage, apparently.
Looking outside now.
That could have been a terrible block. That was either going to be really smart or really bad. Luckily, it turned out to be good. Block Truex, cut down low. It's like, you know, it's too wide like that. It's very manageable. But once it gets 3 wide, then it just gets really rough. And then especially if, like, the top lane and the bottom lane get, like, a run at the same time, then it gets really hard to block. Especially like that with, like, how Logano got such a massive run there at the last second. A bit of a scare.
Outside by himself. Inside. Clear left.
Wow, Kurt has absolutely checked out.
You got this. Looking outside now. Nobody out back.
Ooh. Okay, we're good. I don't know. Just hoping we can have this race play out in our favor. I mean, obviously, I would love to win it at this track in the 3 car. I feel like that's like almost it's gonna be bullshit. I'm saying it's like the objective truth of people being excited when Earnhardt wins, but I know that's not accurate. I'm very biased in that aspect. We'll block Bell, block Newman. Kurt Busch update. He, I think, went to the back of that big pack. Yeah, just checking out the lines, making sure where the runs are going. And that's why it's so important to have a goddamn mirror. Yeah, I was hoping Jeffrey would win in the Xfinity race. I was kind of very bittersweet he couldn't get the dub. Though, to be fair, on that last restart, he started like 8th. So the fact he even got himself up to 2nd is pretty good, especially on a green-white checker when, you know, a whole lap's wasted just trying to get up to speed. So, pretty impressive on that regard, but at the same time, it's just unfortunate. It was cool to have Larry Mack, though, being the crew chief. That was kind of cool. Spotter person. That was cool. I like this. That was didn't expect to see that again.
Left side, you got room. You're clear. Got a car coming inside now.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to pit the end of the stage. We had about 19 laps of fuel in the other yellow. And I guess the first yellow came out, so I don't know if that's going to happen again.
2 to go.
But I don't know. Where is Kurt? Yeah, he's officially at the back of that pack, so that's just great. He is probably 38th. God damn it. Oh, looks like it's just going to be... Well, it's hard to say. Well, Stenhouse gave up the outside. He really gave it up. Alright, I mean, it's good for me. We've got one more lap to block all this. Newman's going to the very low inside. I don't think that's the right phrase, but inside is the word I was trying to use.
Next time it's a different flag. It'll be the checkered. Are there on the inside?
That was kind of a late block, but, you know, it's okay. Logano had a run out of nowhere, but it looks like it's starting to stall now. Let's see. Yeah, Logano's getting some kind of run. We'll try to block it here. I don't even need to block it because he just kind of slowed up himself. I think we're going to be okay. We're going to get around the super duper high side, but I don't think it's going to be enough time. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Alright. Throw the block. Oh. Okay. Alright, we got it. We barely got it, but we're okay. Sheesh. They got, like, that's the thing. Like, sometimes they just get a run at the last second. Everybody's pitting. Ooh. Look at that. And Kurt get 38th like I was thinking. No, he got 30th. Huh. Okay. Except... Alright, we're still... Well, we did lose a spot, so that sucked. But probably to repair the damage, Cody Ware's bitch ass hitting me.
Be smart. Keep your head on straight. Ready.
Yeah,
Ready.
I hope, yeah, I do hope
Left side.
Jeffrey gets more opportunities in that RCR3 car in the Xfinity Series. Because I would definitely like it to, I'd like to know if
Stay high.
that was just a one race fluke that he ran that well, or, you know, he's definitely got more in the tank. I don't know. It is strange how, you know, he was given a Gibbs ride in the 18, you know, in 2019. He really didn't do much with it, so I don't know. Also, why am I not getting draft from anyone? Yeah, I was somehow good enough to get by Newman on the outside, so that was kind of unexpected. Yeah, 57 laps in stage 2. We're still going to have to pit once. I don't know why. I mean, the trajectory that we're heading, it's about 50 minutes for maybe 40.
Left side. Nobody
Ooh,
out back.
okay, maybe about 45 minutes to complete a stage. So maybe, or 50 minutes. So I don't know why the game when I tested this last night only gave me like 138 minutes, which is obviously like 2 hours and 18 minutes. Like time for the race. I don't know where that calculation comes into play, because that's not really what the race estimate's going to be, so that's interesting. But for now, we'll just kind of keep blocking the lanes. As long as they're just 2x2 like that, it won't be too much of a trouble, you know, too much of a hassle. We're going to see many cars behind me throughout this race, though. It'd be nice to check out all the paint schemes. I'm sure like the whole field will be up here at one point that I can look at. Started watching NASCAR in 2002 and 2003. That's cool. So it's just about your 20th year. Yeah, I started watching all the time in like 2001. Okay. 2001 was my first season for me. I mean, I was only 6, but that was the year I remember watching every week, and I remember pretty vividly a lot of just different events. Obviously, I remember the 01 500, which was, for a 6-year-old me, that was mind-boggling to comprehend something of that magnitude, and like to understand the impact. Like I never really could, you know, grasp at that age. All I just knew was, hey, my favorite driver's no longer alive. That's awful. That was like my basic 6-year-old mentality. I didn't understand like how big like, you know, his impact on the sport was. Should have went to the inside, but I thought maybe I'd have more of a run to make the pass on him.
Careful, still there. Got one outside now. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
But I did watch the sporadic races here and there in like 2000 and 99. My first memory, ironically enough, the first memory of NASCAR I had was, I don't know if it was on a race replay or it was just, that's when it happened. I incidentally saw it live, but I saw Earnhardt spinning in the grass at Daytona. Like, if there was victory celebration, you had the hood shot of him spinning. Like, that's my first memory. It's surreal to think that was my first ever memory of NASCAR, and it was of that. Of all the times to tune in, I tuned in at that like exact moment. It's wild. That's wild. But I you know, periodically watched it here and there. But 2001 was my first season. I watched it from, you know, from first race to the race in New Hampshire at the end. It's like the one instance I wish I was older to like appreciate those races when we had them. Like, if I was 10 years older, I would be able to like appreciate those a lot better. Do I like kettle chips? I don't think I've had them. No, I think I have. Yeah, I think I have. They aren't really good. I'm not a fan of them. Too crunchy for my tastes.
Inside. All right, you're clear.
Well, I mean, we're still leading. Just still holding our own up here. Oh.
You're all clear up top. Inside.
Yeah, that was...
Outside. Clear high, bud.
That was way too big of a gap to go all the way up high and then cut down low. It was just too much track to make up that time. It's okay. We only went back to 5th, so it's not too bad. Don't know why. I mean, really could go. I mean, if I tried to go the inside, I would just stall the outside. I tried to make a move, but it really didn't matter.
Right side's clear.
Ruffles are Ruffles are pretty good. For me, I always like hers and Utz, which are just like a Pennsylvania type of chip. Funny how that kind of worked out, but
All clear. No pressure from behind.
I do like those a lot. I think my favorite are the Utz chips, just because like the chip itself is soft, which is good for me because I don't have it lessens the chances of me getting like a chip cutting my mouth and then getting me a canker sore by that. It sounds insane, but that's been an issue I've had for decades now. Also, go Garrett Smith. Well, wait. Yeah, that's Garrett Smith in that car, but it says Joey Gase on the back, so, I mean, it's kind of badass. The spirit of Davey Allison pushed me. That's pretty cool. But, the chips I have now are the Hers Ruffles, or the wavy ones. They're good. I try not to eat them like too much at once, or if I do, I try to eat like a lot at like in one sitting, and then like just take a couple day break and then come back to them.
Clear outside. Hard from the outside. Outside.
You might
Clear
lose the
all around.
lead. No. Hopefully that 28 car stays behind me because I like to look at that more because it's such a
Right side.
great looking scheme. I love the in memory of Davey stuff on it. That's really cool. Yeah, that's freaking awesome looking.
Still there. Clear high, bud.
Yeah, that's really cool looking. I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, back into lead we go. Now we gotta do the blocking game again. Which will probably be difficult to do. Hopefully Dave Ivor is still here and he's like lurking. But I hope he does the live reactions to Dega today. I always look forward to those. I don't know. It's nice. I like the contrast of people we have in the community. We have Michael Mertzes, which is like the ultimate rage person. And then Dave Heimer is like the most ultimate chill person. And I'm somewhere in the middle.
Got a car low now. Ahead for me. Clear
It's
outside.
oh my sweet Jesus. It's funny how that worked out. And also the man makes the bed. It makes his bed in the most beautiful way I've ever seen a person make their bed. Honestly, I feel like we need like a bed camera. Like we need to have him like have a second camera just to point it at the bed because it's so neat. It's so neatly like done. It's so perfect. That's like me and the thumb cam thing. where I used to say I wish I had a thumb cam to show you what I'm experiencing, because there's just things it just looks stupid, and no matter how I try to explain it, it's not going to do it justice until I have a thumb cam. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll make another block. Cut up high, cut down low. Also, it's like... that could have been really bad. I was going to say, anybody see Motorsport Games' latest tweet with them tweeting about their Talladega car? And everyone is roasting them in the comments. It's so funny. I can't even get mad. I can't even like be sympathetic because they gave us such a terrible product and things went so horribly wrong. I don't blame people for being upset. They are absolutely justified in it. But it's just so funny to see people just constantly flaming them for it. Somebody said like, "Oh, that skull is on the car because their company says." Like, oh my god, is that the intention? Is that symbolism? I don't know. It's funny though. Wasn't there supposed to be like a next gen update for the game? We only got a week left. I hope they can get that done in time to get their quote. Which, I mean, that whole next gen update's not going to really mean anything. In that roadmap thing, they would have said something about the update, like the specifics, but they didn't. So it's really not going to probably be anything worth value. That's their last thing the roadmap has, and then apparently by like June or July or August, there's gonna be another one. Good luck fixing it. I'm not gonna block that. I'm not even gonna try to block that because they slow up on the outside. Also, they're 3x3, so it might get held up with them like side drafting each other.
Left side, all clear.
I'm trying to think now, like who else haven't we seen in the field? I feel like we saw just about every car. Maybe not Ryan Preece. I don't know why I thought of him. I don't think I've seen Ryan Blaney up here in a while. I don't think I've seen everyone, but I feel like I've seen a lot of them running up front. Yeah, so far only one car out of the race. That's Alex Bowman. And we're about almost halfway through our fuel run. Denny Hamlin trying to draft up high, but
Outside.
That was the lamest block in Sugar Plate history. Because I saw that coming from a mile away, and I just did nothing to fix that. Well, we got Newman push me. What a bro. 3 times 2 is 6. There's some number conspiracies there. We'll lead another lap. Add that to our wonderful lap-led stat book that we'll only find out at the end of the race. So far, it's just single file for the first 3 rows, I think. So Kurt's up here, which I noticed, which is always appreciated. Haven't seen Ty Dillon up here, so that's the first. Hamlin has a run, just like the previous lap, but we're just going to stay in the inside lane. If he does get by me, we'll have Newman to push me. And it looks like it's... he might... No, wait. Newman.
Car there on the outside.
Newman. Thank you. Thank you. Can we get the lap lead back? The lead back? Yeah, we did. Barely.
Careful, still there. Car there on the outside. All clear. Clear right.
No, Steven, that's not weird at all. I'm glad to hear that my career mode had helped you get better at the game and everything. That's really cool. I always really liked that when I used to watch Winval's like Thunder of War stuff or Dale Reynolds. Like it made me want to play the game more and just try, improve myself. And the fact that to hear that my Thunder of War videos helped make you better at the game, that's pretty cool to hear. So I'm glad to know that. Holy good God, Kurt just made it 4 wide on the outside. Almost made it work.
Clear all around.
But he's going to get shuffled back. I have gotten a couple of mentions in my Discord about when am I going to bring back the Thunder of 4 live streams. It's been dwelling on my mind a lot lately. I just need to play the game and kind of get used to it again. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on with that. Also, we gotta start working on the Robin video for the next arc, because I haven't really worked on it in a couple of months, and just needed a break after the last one. And I like to eventually put more time into that when I can. Will I do the Rookie Championship again? I don't think I will. I think I know if I didn't have that issue at Richmond where I was using like a fake controller thing and it just didn't feel right, and I wrecked on the first lap because the inputs didn't really feel, it just makes sense to me, and because of that, it saved my game and just ruined it. Like if I didn't, like even if I didn't win, even if I got like a top 20 finish, that would have been more than enough points to win the championship by, because I only lost it by 19, so it was like really close. So I just need to finish not last, and probably even 30th would have been just good enough. And like the thing is, it would have been very doable because in the spring race, like I think I won that, or I didn't win. I got like a top 10, something like that. So I knew I could have easily gotten that again, maybe even better, because the car was a lot better upgraded by then. So yeah, I know I would have won it. It's just I don't really want to put myself through that, because that was the reason why I didn't want to really do videos on it anymore. Was after that season, it just got annoying. And then the controller died, and I had to find a new one. That was a whole like saga to get like an officially licensed one. Cause I got like two of them. One was like a Power A, which was an Xbox One controller, which I thought maybe that would be okay, but it just didn't feel right. The inputs didn't really register too well. It just didn't really seem all too responsive, and then the knockoff Xbox 360 controller didn't do that good either. So I had to like fork out like $70 to get the 360 official version, which was used. Luckily that works, but yeah, it was just a whole hassle. I think Jeffrey has talent. Does he deserve a full-time shot? Well, I mean, he kind of already did with Gibbs in 2019. He really didn't amount to much in it. I think he got one top 10. But I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. I would like to see if he could just have one full season instead of just like a handful, just to see if he can do anything. I would at least, I guess the answer is I would at least like to see him in like one full season with good equipment, just to see how he shakes out. But I don't know if it's going to be realistically possible, because the opportunities he was given, he didn't take full advantage of. But obviously in the RCR car he did really well, so maybe that could change things. And you think with an Earnhardt last name, you could easily find sponsors and stuff, so I don't think that should be like the issue. It's just more of just driver skill, which, I mean, if they have Riley fucking Herbst in the series and Haley Deegan, then I feel like you should be able to have a ride no problem. Hey, there's Ryan Blaney. I haven't seen him up here since, like, lap 5. I like that there's side draft in this game. That it's really cool, and I like how the AI can do that as well.
All right, clear outside.
I do appreciate that little nuance. Oh, okay, he finished 3rd at Charlotte, Gibbs, and Twain. Okay, okay. Not bad. Like I said, I hope he gets another opportunity. I just don't know if it's possible. I don't know if it's like a realistic thing.
Car outside. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
Damn, it took years in the making just to get the right funding for that. That is nuts. I'm shocked to hear that, because with, you know, you think with that last name he would be able to easily get some kind of funding or sponsors.
Got one inside. Left
I don't know.
clear.
Well, I'm glad it came together eventually. Can you ever do a fully maxed out car in Thunder 4? I mean, it would be a really fun like individual video idea, just to see that happening,
Clear all around.
just to see what happens. I feel like for that to occur, I would have to kind of obviously do the career mode and like max everything out, which would, even if I set it on like rookie difficulty and like do all that, it's gonna take hours and hours to max everything out, because it takes so much time to build stuff. It takes multiple seasons to, you know, max everything out. Even when I was doing stuff off camera for like 4 or 5 seasons, I had like a car rating of 80 and it still wasn't, you know, everything wasn't even maxed out yet. So it would take a long time. Oh wow, I didn't know about Jeffrey. He turned a ride down at Junior Motorsports because he didn't want to. He wanted to earn it. That's a lot of respect. That's a lot of respect on his part to do that. That's very respectable. That makes me really appreciate Jeffrey Earnhardt that much more, knowing that.
Car there on the outside. All clear. Outside by himself. Car outside. All clear.
Can you simulate those races? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could. It's just the problem is when I sim them, it's going to make me run last. I'm not going to get all the sponsor money, and it's only going to give me. I don't even think it's going to give me the participation. I guess more time will be wasted just trying to, you know, sim through the races and try to rack up money that way. Even still, that would take a lot of time to do all that.
Careful, still there.
I don't know if that's side. No. Oh, look at that. Thank you, Corey LaJoy.
Still there.
I appreciate it. Back into lead we go.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
His whole motto is earning Earnhardt. That's a really good book title. Well, I know this sounds like a really good title for something. I like that. Ooh, that's really good. Yeah, knowing that now, it makes me have a lot of respect for him. Because I didn't know all that. Yeah, I'm hoping, you know, hopefully he gets a shot. Or at least one full-time season offer, just to see what he can do. Like, he doesn't even have to set the world on fire. It just has to be something where it's like, oh, you know, he's, you know, pretty decent. I feel like, you know, he deserves at least that.
Car there on the outside. Outside, outside. Careful, still there.
Hey, Cody, where's car is fixed? Remember when it was damaged and the hood was up all... Good job, pit crew, for fixing it. Yeah, back into lead we go. We're going to be pitting in the next couple of laps. It's been a very tame second stage so far. Not a whole lot's happened. We've been leading a good chunk of it. I don't know how many laps we've led, if I had to guess. Probably about 28 or 29 of the 33 laps, if I had to guess. Yeah, I'm talking about Jeffrey Earnhardt. I don't know. I'm trying to think of it from like a business standpoint of like, would it be viable to even give him another chance? I mean, because you know they technically did. We very seldomly do drivers get that like second chance. So I don't know. I mean, I would really love for it to happen. I just don't know if it'll be possible. Obviously, in Xfinity Series, Childress's cars, they are competitive. So I mean, it would be. I mean, it would be with a good ride if he actually were to get that.
Outside, outside. Still
Wow.
there.
I mean, that's kind of cute game. I see what you did there with the three cars, the 2-3 cars leading, and we kind of like pulled away from the whole field. That was cute, but I don't like the fact that I'm behind the fake 3, so that kind of makes me a little angry. But thank you, Briscoe, for pushing me. We're going to get back up there. We'll get by him, no problem, so he won't even lead a lap. Haha.
By himself. All clear, no pressure from behind.
Oh, yeah, this is the car Radman had, like, no idea that a Cummins existed. That was really funny. Gee, I could rant about that, too, but I don't really feel like it, because that's just... The comment section already ripped them a new one with that. Nice angle there. Kind of just holding their own right now, just waiting for the pit stops to occur. They might be pitting this lap, I'm not sure. No, they're not. Oh, they're going to wait another lap. Ooh, look at that. Remember back in like Heat Evolution, they would pit like 5 laps early? Nice to see that they changed it.
20 more laps, no mistake.
also like how you can get the camera to do that with the car if you get too close to the apron. Almost lost the lead doing that.
Clear high, bud.
I mean, we're just gonna... they might pit this lap.
Bring her in. You're low on gas.
Yeah, they're pitting. See how Briscoe's down low like that? Yeah, it's a sign they're pitting. So we'll do the same like the stage one. We're just gonna, you know, stay way out of the racing line. Perfect. We actually beat them down pit road by quite a bit, so... Alright, well. Standard 4-tire stop, and then that's it. Get some Gatorade in me. Every time you do Talladega in this game, you're second in a 4-car train, and there's a 15-second gap from 4th to 5th. Oh my god, it happens that often. Maybe you don't have stages on. And maybe like the relaxed yellows, because, I mean, with stages and the relaxed yellows and stuff, or with stages and the strict yellows, I never really had an instance where we have long enough runs to really see that happen. Though we did start to kind of see that at the end of stage... Well, at the end of the first stop, because we only had like 4 cars in a pack, so I can kind of see what you mean. Just I don't think it happens long enough for me to even really mention it. Yeah, for whatever reason, they could just really have a great pit exit speed, and I don't really understand how or why.
Car there on the outside.
Didn't mean to hit him, but considering it was Logano, I'm okay with that. Ow, well there goes my ass. Now we got damage on that now. That's just wonderful. But he's pushing me, and since we're not the leaders, even this whatever car I get in front of this pack, they're gonna keep pushing me, so that's gonna be very good for our speed. But they're gonna be checking up here, so I'm just gonna go up high.
Clear low, all clear.
Yeah, that's what I figured what would happen. Logano's bitch ass just Arca braked into somebody getting out of pit road. What an absolute dumbass. And that was really funny. Joey Logano, you absolute twat waffle. Is that a word? I don't know. But we're going to cycle out in 7th. That's pretty cool. Nobody's a lap down, I don't think. Okay, a couple. BJ McLeod and Truex. Obviously, we're going to stay out. So now we're going to be down to under 15 to go, I think, for stage 2.
Have a good day.
I think.
Left side.
Yeah, 14 to go. So got plenty of time to get up there. And we're going to try to go 4 wide. We're very eager to get the lead. Try to get back down low. Perfect. Off the track to do that, but we got it. I just joined, somebody gets fucked up. Yeah, Logano just completely ran over, I don't know who that was. But it clearly destroyed somebody.
Still there. Top 3, use it if you need it.
The Chad Timmy Hill. Well, wait. Oh, yeah, the Chad Timmy Hill is going to lead a lap. So that's good for him.
You're all clear up top.
Yeah, the AI, you still have the AI do. It's like a better version of Dirt Daytona, because Dirt Daytona, whenever the AI would pit, the way they leave pit road is exactly how they did that in that game.
Still there.
And the way they race too, or like the way they're, I don't know. I guess I was trying to make the connection of just they exit pit road similarly to how they do it in Dirt Daytona. But yeah, Timmy Hill just gave me the lead. He didn't even fight me for it. He just let me have it, so much appreciated to him on that front. Hope RFK has a good race. I hope so too. I hope Brad has a good run. He's had a very ugly start to the year with that 100-point penalty. I'm hoping he can, make something of the season. It's been really rough for him. Hello, Elijah. Thanks for stopping by. Currently in stage 2, we only have about 12 to go in this one, with this stage. Then the last stage, I think, is about 65 laps, something like that. So slightly longer than the first 2 stages. Still maintain the lead. We're trying to break that lap lead record of 154 set by Pete Hamilton in 1970. So that would be kind of cool if we could do that. I don't know if we're going to get to that.
Looking outside now. Right side
But we're trying, damn it. Heard some crunching behind me, but doesn't look like it was a wreck of any kind. I think this is our 5th or 6th yellow with all the with the stage break in there as well. That's gonna be coming up. Also, I'm not gonna block all that. That's a hell no to that.
Got one up top.
Almirola did not take advantage of getting to the inside, so we'll have a shot to get the lead back after we lost it.
Stay to your left.
I said we will get the lead back after we lost it with the help. Yes, we do. Thank you, Briscoe, for the push. Sabotaging your teammate. I like to see that.
No pressure from behind.
Here we go. We'll lead another
There
lap.
we go.
10 to go in stage 2. Here goes Almirola again getting by me.
Car outside.
But Briscoe's going to push me. We are locked up. Him and Byron weren't. Now they're really not, so
Still there.
yeah, we'll get back the lead.
All clear. No
Almost a
pressure from
similar
behind.
scenario to the previous lap. Are you going to do mid-race reports? I don't really... That's not really my thing. That's more Amrutz's thing. I don't want to take that from him. Well, obviously, if I do want to do Thunder or Horse streams again, it'll definitely happen at sometime in the week. It would be just like a once a week thing, but it'll be covering like 2 races since they're both 50%. And I can generally get those done under like a little over 3 hours, something like that. So that would be the plan if I do come back to it. Be sometime in the weekday. I just don't know when. Damn, they like stacked each other up with all the side drafting, I guess.
Got a car coming high now. Got one outside now.
I feel like the big one's going to happen in stage 3. I feel like that's kind of an obvious...
Number C quick.
Damn. Alright, he got by me there,
Car
but
outside.
I feel like that's an obvious assessment. That's when it'll occur. I don't know what the hell Alfredo was doing there, but clearly the car didn't like whatever he was doing there. Ow.
Still there. Careful, still there. Still
Well,
there.
Quinn, Hoofboy, I'm gonna need your help. Cause I can't do it by myself.
Stay to your left.
There we go, nice push. We can kind of peek out at turn 4 to make the pass. Maybe it'll work. We do got some nice momentum. Cut down low.
Still there.
Side draft them a little bit. Yeah, we do lead it. Alright. Yeah, I like the Brad's 2009 car. That was a monstrous crunch. Good lord. I don't know if it was able to be picked up, but god damn. I mean, that was a...
Car there on the outside.
That was violent. I was trying to say it's Brad's 2009 car. Looked pretty good. I liked it. Even though it's just basically like the Busch Series 09 that Bliss drove. It was like very close to that. So it's not like the scheme. I don't know. It's not like Brad's scheme. It's not like I associate that scheme with Brad's. I associate that with being like in the Busch Series and stuff. So I don't know. It kind of worked out. Still holding our own up here. Don't know where Kurt is, which is a bit concerning because he was 30th in Stage 1. That really depresses me. He's in the back in Stage 2, so he just really doesn't want to race today, apparently. Block up high. And
Right side.
yeah, 3 wide, that's where it gets tricky.
Hold your line.
Now we need to push for Matt to... Okay, a little tap of the apron, but we're okay. And back into the lead we go.
All yours, bud. You're clear.
Still pushed me too, damn. There we go. Alright. Okay, Kurt's moving up through the field. I like to see it. Don't think it's gonna be enough time, but I could dream. I remember that wreck on lap 7 in the 09 race at Dega. It was one of those underrated big ones. I feel like, I don't know why, it just doesn't get talked about as much. But I remember watching it live, and I was pissed because Mark got involved, and I was like, well, that's just typical. Mark and restrictor plates almost never seem to work out, even though he's won there twice, I think. But
All clear.
yeah, the track just don't like him. Ooh, hello, Hi TV. Thank you for stopping by. I'm doing well, I suppose.
Hard from the outside.
Man, I'm just
Outside. Clear all around.
I'm just blocking the lanes like crazy. Okay, that's a bit too overzealous.
2 to go, driver. Looking outside
There goes
now.
Quinn to the lead, or trying to at least. I'm gonna need someone to push me.
Careful.
This is
Still
really
there.
sad that Quinn is having this type of speed. Can I side draft him? Well, I was going to, but then Alfredo just gave me a monstrous shot, so that's gonna help us out. And, oh yes I did see Byron's scheme, throwback scheme. It looks good, it just, having a throwback scheme with the 24 and the number 4 just looks stupid. Especially with that, like, weird gap from, like, the Exalta sponsor to the number. It just, like, looks stupid. Like, it's almost amazing, but then it's just stupid. I don't, what's the point of doing a throwback to those cars and not have the numbers where they're supposed to be? Like, what's the point in that, then? Well, white flag at stage 2. Didn't even notice that. We just gotta continue to block the lanes. Block that.
Outside.
Block
Line
that.
12.
Block
Clear
that.
high.
Block that. Block that. Yeah, when they get 3x3 like that, that's when it becomes a massive problem. Because, good God, it just gets really difficult. And also, Matt is on the high side with Cindric. Okay, we're just gonna commit to the bottom and middle lane. That's gonna be enough. We'll win stage 2. All right, we'll sweep both the
Way to
stages.
go, driver.
Phew. Phew. And hey, Kurt got 5th in stage 2. Didn't I say I wanted that at the beginning of the race or something? We lost 1,700 fucking frames at some point. How? That's very typical for my internet to just be garbage, apparently. Okay, well, we're gonna pit 4 tires and fuel. I need a drink. And last stage is going to be about 66 laps, something like that.
Coming to the green, driver.
Here we go, last stage.
Almost ready.
Last portion of the race underway. We'll see if we can pull off the dub.
Still
We've
there.
only had about,
Track's all yours, bud. You're clear.
obviously, 2 stage yellows, 3 yellows for like AI stuff. So it's really only our 5th yellow. Not too bad. But yeah, I think last year I watched, or I rewatched the 2002 Aaron's 312 in the Busch race. That massive wreck. It's just, it's so weird because obviously after that race became extremely boring. Nothing happened really. There was only 3 cars on lead lap. I mean, that was the biggest junk, I guess individual wreck, at least in modern era NASCAR, at least to my knowledge, that took out that many cars and so little were left on lead lap. We've definitely had races where there's been multiple big ones and multiple wrecks where it's like 8 or something on lead lap, but we haven't had anything where like one wreck took out that many cars.
Car coming inside now. All right, clear low.
It was just insane. 20 years ago that happened too. I didn't really watch the Busch series or trucks at that point in time. I didn't really start watching the Busch and truck series till about 2006.
No pressure from behind. Got one up top.
That could have been bad right there, but
Right side. Looking outside now.
oh, which manufacturer? It would be Chevy, please, because I like that.
Stay to your left. Careful, still there. Right side.
I'm looking forward to seeing those schemes being finished because
Clear all around.
yeah, I've been meaning to do my Heat 5 career mode for ages now, but just been waiting for you to complete them. And I want to start the series off with like, I mean, I didn't want to start the series and then be like hypothetically halfway through the truck and Xfinity series before like you finished it. It wouldn't be really fair because then you're not getting the ultimate show offness of the scheme. It's just I rather just wait. But you know, you told me you had a lot of stuff going on, which is understandable. I don't hold you against that or anything. Unlike other people, if you watch my commission like artist video, you were able to communicate with me on a human level, which is apparently very rare nowadays. So that was really nice to see. Yeah, we're still leading, holding them off. Ross Chastain's up here, so that's the first time I've seen it.
Hard from the outside. Outside. Clear high. Clear high.
Midlife crisis. I forget, you know, it's when I saw the tweet about somebody tweeted that was like, you know, 20 years ago when that happened. It's like, holy shit. Damn. I don't know, it's just we're getting to that point now where 20 years ago was from 2002, and it's so surreal to think about.
Right side.
Yeah, I mean, at least for me, because I was still really young when those races occurred, but yeah,
Your
that's...
left.
I always feel like 20 years is like I can't say like a generation gap, but I guess technically a generational gap is like 50 years or something, but in terms of like racing, 20 years is like a generation gap. I don't know if I'm making sense with that assessment. Also, Blaney, can you actually like push me instead of just like
Right side.
hovering around me? That was really weird. But I think we're gonna leave this lap and we'll be okay. Maybe not. No, we're not. Wow, we still did not leave that lap.
Outside. Outside.
Ricky Bobby finished Talladega.
Car outside.
I feel like it's gonna come to that point eventually. Maybe in the next like 4 years that's gonna happen. The whole field's gonna wreck, and then
Careful, still
the
there.
rest of the field are just gonna have to run to the finish line. that might happen.
Careful, still there.
Oh, to answer your question, yeah, that would be for both truck and Xfinity with Chevy.
Right side.
I've always liked the Chevy bodies on these cars, especially the truck and Xfinity. So to be fair, Mustangs put up a good fight, and I don't mind Ford at all, but yeah, I always have to kind of stick with Chevy because it's kind of the manufacturer I think I grew up liking the most, kind of by proxy because Earnhardt and Dale Jr. which were with Chevy, so I kind of fell into it by association, I guess. But yeah, if I had a preference, I would pick Chevy. So I guess that's the lore behind that. I'm not really one of those. I guess when it comes to like manufacturer stuff, I'm never really the one to have like the manufacturer battle or like which manufacturer I care about the most. It doesn't really I don't see the point of like having. I don't know. It's almost as like irrelevant as like the console wars. Remember back in like 2007. I'm referencing something I don't think anybody's can even really remember, but 2007, 2008 was probably the peak year for like the console wars because the 360 and the PS3 were out, and it was like that was probably the most console flame war ever. Was that time period? And that was just when the internet was, that was when YouTube was just, was still really new, and I just remember that very well. It's a random thing, but I remember it. So I think the console war stuff is, at least nowadays, considering the consoles we have, really the only one I can see people making like a case of is, okay, maybe the PS5 and Xbox One S are more technologically advanced than like a Nintendo Switch, but Switch have generally like really good games and their graphics are still pretty good, so even then that's still not really like a bad thing. I think most modern day, of those three consoles are still, they're pretty damn good. So I don't really have a preference.
Careful, still there. At your bumper. Clear high, clear high.
Well, Brad took the lead there, so that's a bit of a problem. But we're going to try to get the lead back here. Well, not at the line, but in general.
Stay low.
Still have not gotten our fastest lap of the race yet, which was a 47.3. But a lot of that is because we're just up front for such a large portion of the race. Yeah, we don't need that again. That is very true. I guess I'm glad that's kind of died out now over the years. I guess my like console story origins, like why, because like when I was growing up, I always had like a PS2, so I kind of just gravitated to be a PlayStation person. But it was really only in 2008 when it kind of changed. It was primarily because like I wanted I wanted the PS3 for Christmas, or like that was one of my ideas, but the PS3 at the time was still really expensive. It was like $500, and the 360 was like $250 or $300, so it was a lot cheaper. So I just ended up going with a cheaper one, just based on that, because I didn't want my parents to pay that much extra for a console. It's like, all right, I want a PlayStation related one, but I'll live with a 360. That's not a big deal. But that was my backstory. And then, 8 years later, not 8 years later, geez, almost a decade later, actually, Dale and JC pitched in their money together to send me a PS4, which was absolutely insane, and it still makes me happy to even think that someone was that generous enough to do that for me. And because of that, I ended up racing in core, because I really wasn't going to be interested in racing in it because I didn't have a PS4 at the time. But then once I had it, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll run core. So I guess there's the fun backstory of that. So I kind of only went to Xbox just because of the price difference. That's really only my my backstory behind all that. Obviously nowadays, I mean, if I don't have to get the newer generation consoles, I won't. I mean, again, I'm going to be primarily just using it with like NASCAR and maybe something else possibly, but there's no sense getting a new console if there's no games I'm interested in playing in.
Left side, clear all around.
Especially since it seems like, well, if Motorsport even still exists anymore, well, after 2022, because I'm sure they're still going to make the game and publish it, all that stuff. But past that, hell if I know. Nobody really knows, but yeah, it's just they seem very focused to keep posting on keep making stuff on the previous gen console. So I guess that's good for me because I don't have to fork out $500 for a console. So I'm okay with that. Kind of amazed how quick this race is going by. I guess that helps that, you know, we really haven't had too many yellows also in this game. Well, obviously with yellows and stuff, we skip through laps, skip through the pace stuff, so that cuts out time. But yeah, Christopher Fry is very right. I don't usually like to do that, but I guess I should. Like the stream. It's only at 23 likes. 44 watch. That's well. It went from 44 to 19. So something happened. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but like the stream. Give it a like. Support the content creators. It helps out in the algorithm. It really does. So. Give it a good old like. It doesn't hurt. Just move your mouse over to a button and click it. If you don't have arms, I don't know how you're watching this. So, well, then again, I guess you can use your feet, but yeah, never mind. I guess it still would be possible if you didn't have arms. Hello, NASCAR demo. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh, block again. 3 wide. Alright, we're okay.
Right side.
Alright, they got me. That's the thing. That's the thing that's gonna really suck if we get through all of this racing and I lose the race based on something like that. That's gonna drive me absolutely crazy. No, nice save. Damn, that side draft, I felt it. It pulled me back. Alright, Matt, if you don't feel like leading, I mean, that's good for me. Eric Jones, can you push me to the lead? I would very much appreciate it. You know what I haven't seen all races? Kyle Larson. Where the hell is he? I know it's kind of a meme that he's not great at restrictor plate tracks, but, like, surely he should be up here at some point in the race, right? Like, this is definitely weird. The fact I haven't seen him all race long. Also, I need to get to the inside line. But then the inside lane kind of just stopped. Alright, well, this is not really... Why am I getting pushed by 2 different people? What the fuck? Alright, game, I see what you did there. I'm shocked I'm even having enough of a run on the outside to make it move like that. God damn it. Alright, now we at least can focus on getting to the inside line. Well, not doing it that way. That doesn't really help. Come on. Come on, Ty. There we go.
Car outside. Hold your line.
That was some pretty hot pat. I definitely agree. It was some hot pat right.
Clear high. Clear high.
God. No. No.
Right side.
Ty,
All the way to the
thank you
wall.
for not wrecking. His stat is 20 for super speedway. Oh my god. I believe it. I really believe that because, yeah, I don't ever really see him up here. And you, of all people, would absolutely know that for sure because you've gone through the game's files and know all that stuff. Though it is cool that the files are that easily moddable to the point where you can look at the stats, like where they're supposed to run by their numbers, and you can basically tweak them to be real life accurate. Like if you want to make Chase Elliott like a road course god, because this was, if you want to base on 2021 season, you could do that. You could really jack those like stats up and it'll be more accurate. So I remember in Heat 5, he's not really good at road courses, which is really weird. Because 2020, that's all he won on. Most of his wins on that season were just on road courses. So you would think his stats would be really good. And since it's so easy to edit them, it shouldn't take any effort to really change them, like from the game standpoint. Kind of curious how the fuel strat's gonna be, because we have about 18 laps left in the fuel.
Got one outside now. Car there
Ty
on the outside.
Dillon's gonna lead a lap again, so that's gonna be slightly aggravating. We got 44 to go, so 18 in the fuel. Yeah, we're still gonna be good on, like, we're definitely gonna have to pit, one more time. Or just one time, not twice. So we got that kind of on our back bumper. Well, back pocket. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Also, I can't get by Stenhouse. That's kind of annoying. But it is realistic Stenhouse is being this aggressive. Well, he's only... God damn. Oh my god, I was off the track to make that move nearly.
Still there.
A little bit of side draft. There we go. That's really, something I was noticing when I was watching like older races is, especially when I was doing like the Dale Earnhardt every win videos. Dale Earnhardt was such a master at those restrictor plate tracks because he was like one of the first people to really do the whole side draft thing. Like before it was really even called anything. And it's just, I don't know, it's neat that he was one of the only, I guess maybe there was some other ones that I don't know of or can't remember, but he was definitely the first one I can recall using that to his advantage a lot. We even saw that a lot in the 01-500. He would always try to like side draft, and he was always making like really aggressive moves, and I don't know, it's kind of disturbing how natural racing came to him. To be that comfortable with making those moves, to be that comfortable constantly being that close to someone, knowing like the limits. Like, well, obviously he was racing for 24 or 23 years up to that point, so he better damn well know how to drive a car. But yeah, he's just so relaxed. Like even in his interview in the 01-500, like when he's just kicked back, he's just laying back in the lawn chair with his feet up. So calm, so relaxed. I mean, this is the same person that would, take a nap before the race because he was just that at ease. Like, it was just so natural to him. I don't know, there's just something about it where it's very respectable to be that in your element. and everything. I don't know. It's just cool to me. So about 40 to go. We're still kind of maintaining the lead here, just still blocking. I really want to try to get that lap lead record. That was close. But we're okay. I wish I knew how much laps led I was having up to this point already. Also, Josh Bawicki is about to take the lead from me, but we're going to have the help from behind, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Suarez is going to give me a push. Thank you. Do we see another flip? I'm going to say no. The Daytona 500 one with Harrison Byrne, that did make me really worried that the cars were going to flip really easily, because that was a really bizarre wreck. And the way the car flipped over was even more bizarre. So I think it's going to have to take a really weird hit for the car to flip. So I don't know. I'm going to say no, but I could bet hard hits, which I don't want to happen. That's part of the restrictor plate nature, unfortunately. Hello, Landon Mooney. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you tuned in. Just kind of chilling right now, leading, doing Earnhardt things at Talladega.
Right side. Nobody out.
Anyway, see that Adam Alexander clip where he didn't even know what track he was at. Jeffrey Earnhardt gets the pole in the 3-car at Talladega. A really cool moment. The first time Earnhardt's got the pole at Talladega since 2017 with Dale Jr. And he doesn't even know what fucking track they're at, and it says Daytona. Like, what an embarrassing call. I know it's qualifying. It may not mean much, but like, how do you do that? How do you fuck up so much? Adam Alexander seems like a really chill guy. It seems like he actually, I mean, I don't know, it seems like he's pretty chill, seems pretty cool, but like when it comes to commentating the race, it's just awful. Brock Beard made up, not made up, but he made a great point in his video that he's really great at, reporting the stats, the numbers, and like just information, but when it comes to like calling the race, it definitely just doesn't sound right at all. Hey, we led that lap.
Clear all around.
But I did like Brock Beard's tweet where he said, maybe there needs to be people changed, or maybe there needs to be replacements if we're gonna get calls like that or something. It was something like that. It was a really good tweet. Yeah, it's just, well, I guess the problem is, the sad truth is, when it comes to replacing someone, it's going to have to be someone inside NASCAR. They're not going to replace somebody else with some random guy. Like, they're going to do with some NASCAR insider that may not even have the experience needed, or I don't know, because you see everyone in the booth now is all like they were like a former driver or a former crew chief, which I guess is nothing new, but at the same time, it's a very slippery slope. I don't know. It's just have to make sure you take a little more effort, take a little more time, and being invested in, I don't know. Brock Beard made a video and made, really great points. I'm not really doing it justice, but that's definitely, give that thing a watch, because it conveys all the points I make in a better, cohesive manner.
All clear.
Yeah, I don't mind Junior in the booth. He's really cool. I didn't think he'd be that good at commentating, but yeah, it seems like he is. So that's pretty. I mean, that's awesome. But I think this is the problem: is Adam Alexander and the Xfinity just needs to get out of here. Needs to get him, like, they need to get him out of there, because that's just happens too much, too often.
Outside, all clear.
Like, the Xfinity Atlanta race was such a joke. It was obnoxiously bad. Yeah, I do agree. I do think that is a good criticism. He does tend to yell. I feel like yelling is only needed when it's very situational. It's a very case-by-case basis. Like, when is there a time to yell when something occurs on track? Like, I get it. I get it. Well, yeah, it's a good point. I don't know. Yeah, it's like, who would be able to replace him if that was the case? I can't think of one. Like, as far as the lead commentator is concerned, I don't know who would be able to replace him.
Looking outside now.
How about NASCAR and the ARCA race early? They did that. I was asleep, so I was not aware of the ARCA race ending like that. But that might be the newest low. That might be the newest low I've ever heard with ARCA doing that. It's
All clear, no pressure from behind.
Was it because of a red flag or something? I thought I heard that on Twitter or something. I didn't really know the full context. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Outside by himself. All clear.
I don't know what else to articulate with that. That's just atrocious to end the race early because of that. Was it because the race time was getting too close to the Xfinity one or something? Is that it? Because that's going to be really fucking stupid. We're going to be pitting in a couple laps, but for the first time this race, I see Kyle Larson up here. That's just weird in and of itself. Wow, that's might be a new low to end the race early because of that circumstance. That's almost, I don't know if that's almost as bad or just as bad, but it's in the same sphere, like the Indy Roval race being changed networks or channels before the green white checkered. Like, that's pretty bad. I still say that that was the worst Indy race ever.
Got one up
From a
top.
shit
All
show
clear.
perspective, in
Don't
terms of
behind.
like a race perspective, and then the fact that
Further on the inside.
the
Bottom three.
the,
Use it if
like the
needed.
finish was such a clusterfuck, and then them changing networks or stations. Like it and the curb issues, like it transcended the 2008 one, because the 2008 one just had one bad element.
Got one outside
There's
now.
multiple
All clear.
bad elements in that race. I don't know. It's just ugly.
Careful, still there. Got one outside now. Right side's clear. You're almost out of gas.
Yeah, people are pinning this lap. I'm gonna do the same as well. Kind of a last-second decision.
Slow down.
There we go. A little bit too slow. 4 tires in the fuel and be out in the way, and that'll be our last green flag pit stop of the race. So. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand that decision at all. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why they would do that. I'm going to repair damage because my ass got hurt, and I don't want to have my speed affected by that. Yeah, you would think they would have it to like a Fox affiliate channel or something. Also, I'm also taking right side tires. Interesting.
You're clear of pit road.
I mean, we're still going to be doing almost an entire green flag run. I'm kind of amazed they went with that. Well, that's a bit of a problem, because now we're going to be in a pretty big hole. Yeah, that's a problem. Wait, he said slow down. Yeah, Tony, I feel like Tony was in on the joke of, like, how stupid it was that they want him to be, like, crew chief in the game. So he says lines that are so sarcastic sounding. Like, slow down, or outside. Like, I feel like he's in on the meme. I don't know what meme there is, but I think he was in on the joke of the ridiculousness of him being a spotter. Timmy Hill, please for the love of God, go up high. Oh, ARCA brakes. Kurt just hit his own brother's ass. That can't be on YouTube, that's for sure. There's a lot of things I could say there, but I'm not gonna go there. Timmy Hill actually got around all those cars. Hooray! That puts us up to, I think that's gonna probably put us like 19th or something. So yeah, we're in a pickle right now. So we gotta get up there and gotta fight for this. Now I think they're still gonna be good on fuel and obviously tire. Maybe I don't know about tires. Maybe if they have to pit before the end of the race, that's gonna be like an ultimate botching of a pit strategy call. Yeah, 5.5 seconds. Yeah, 5.5 seconds back. Justin Haley's leading.
All the way up. Get up, clear high.
And now we gotta try to get back up here.
Still there. Stay left.
Okay, we got Logano back here.
Clear high.
Yeah, so it's only about... It's hard to tell, but it looks like probably a 4-car pack. Which is basically what Phantom Foxy was saying earlier in the race, that's what happens to him whenever he does these races here. So it would line up with that. Can't even say theory with that assessment. 210. Oh my sweet. God damn. So we cut about 1.5 seconds into the leader's gap, which obviously is good. I need more though. Yeah, Yeah, it's now all of a sudden it's turned into a can we get back up to the front type of race. And it doesn't help that they're on the super duper high side and we're not gaining time by that, so that doesn't really make anything any better. In fact, it makes it worse. Please, for the love of God, I need like drafting help or somebody. Logano's back here, so that's as much as I hate. Okay, he went up high. But maybe I'll get by Alfredo. The pack is spread out. Anybody notice that? Like, how many cars are even in a pack? We got 9th up in front of me. 8th and 7th are separated. 6th and 5th, I think, are separated as well. I don't know what the hell's going on. This race has turned into a weird, like, tire strategy race. I mean, we're going fast. If I could just have somebody, like, constantly pushing me, I feel like that would be better. Especially the more that we get, like, people in a pack, we can definitely get up to the field a lot better that way, too. Because with how this game is, when you're not leading, especially in a situation here, Alfredo's just going to keep pushing me forever, so, you know, we got that in our back pocket. But yeah, we're closing. Gonna try to get by Hamlin for 7th. This is such a... It's just weird how this is kind of, like, played out. I wanted to get by Hamlin, but that really didn't work out that way. Oh yeah, I understand that pitting, you know, breaks up the pack. I understand that. It's funny that we're at this point in the race. Near the end, that's just, it's funny to me. Get the inside of Hamlin. Alfredo's going to give me a push. Here we go. I mean, we're getting up there. We're only under 3 seconds back. That's 6th. That's 5th. Yeah, 4th and first to 4th are all in the pack. That's just like what Phantom Foxy said, how this race plays out. Oh, that's disturbing. I think they're in lap traffic or something, because there's more than 4 cars up there. Also, Kurt's up here. I like to see that. Yeah, I think it's Quinn Hoff about to go lap. No, he's on lead lap. Okay, well, I'm even more confused. But we're slowly but surely catching them. About a 10th or 2 a lap, which will be, I think it'll be enough time for sure. I think somebody lost the pack. I think that was Chas. Is it Chastain? No, it's not. It's hard to tell. Damn, I'm sorry to hear about that, Dalton, with the back surgery. I've had my share of back issues as well. It's never gotten to the point where I needed surgery, so I'm really hoping you do all right with that. I will send you many prayers, because that, yeah. Chase, do you understand that, like, part of the live stream culture is to talk and interact with the audience, and like especially if you're playing a game to like commentate on things that are happening. Am I supposed to be? Am I supposed to do this? Most would say no, but that's not the point. How do you? Oh my god. I mean, thank God we're catching them. Josh Gowicki took the lead, so that's even more bizarre. This top 5, except for me, quite bizarre. Like, I guess except for Chastain. Well, wasn't he up here? No, yeah, we passed him, so never mind about that. About to pass Quinn. Yeah, we're right there. Alright, we definitely had enough time. I was going to say Kurt's up here too, but he's kind of outside the pack. But yeah, Alfredo gave me a push forever. So we should be good. Get a run here, get the draft. We'll duck out here in a couple seconds. There we go, duck down low. Try to side draft them. Yeah, it's kind of, sort of side draft. And we'll get the lead. Alfredo's going to probably keep pushing me for a little bit until he realizes I'm leading and then back off. But yeah, now we're in leading mode territory and there's not too many cars to worry about. So we can kind of relax. I mean, at least for now. Oh no, Kurt's by himself. Oh, I'm upset. Why is Kurt by himself? He's gonna get help, but at the same time, why? Why does Kurt always get screwed in these races? It's always something. I don't know what they did behind me, but they tried something and it didn't work. Block Alfredo, block Quinn. Okay, we can't block that. We're not gonna block that. Hey, thank you, Quinn. Well, they separated. So as long as Alfredo's coming off going into the corner, we'll have the lane and we'll be okay. There we go. Got to the inside. Got by him. Kurt. Okay, Kurt finally has someone to work with, which is a good plus. Quinn backed off there. Well, I guess I shouldn't be shocked, but yeah, we're getting into the nitty-gritty of this. So about 12 to go. So I mean, this isn't too bad right now. It's just, you know, 2 cars like this, it's manageable.
Looking outside now.
There we go. We'll throw a block. Cut down low. Ew. If the game's trying to tell me Logano's gonna win today, I don't want that to happen. No. Ew. That was a late block by me on Quinn, but it's okay. Just gonna keep blocking. Well, I don't know what really to do right now. We're just going to kind of try to hold our spot. Dylan up here will block that a little bit. He's going to go up high, but he's not going to really have any drafting help. Anybody but Logano. That's what I really don't want him to... I don't know if that's what the game's trying to tell me who's going to win.
Got one outside now. Nobody out back. Inside.
Okay. All right. They tried. I mean, they succeeded, but...
Car there on the outside.
Now, hypothetically, if that was the white flag, that would have been really bad. Oh, Kurt's up here. Ooh, I like that.
Careful, still there.
Try to get the run here. I don't think we're going to have enough speed.
Track's all yours, bud. You're clear.
And we got Justin Haley to push me here. He's going to follow me, duck down low. Perfect. There we go. We'll get a run. Try to set up the pass. Maybe some side drafting. It's pretty good. And we'll lead. So, hooray to us. 9 to go. I don't know how many cars are in this pack. Looks like maybe about 15, possibly. It's getting sweaty. I don't have the air on. I try to turn it off when I stream, because it makes too much noise. But it's starting to get to that sweat point. Though it is pretty funny that Collie car. Well, it's not really. There's no Collie cars, at least right now. But Haley is part of Collie, so I guess we can like lump that in with him. I don't know. Cinder's up here, which obviously he won the 500, so I guess that makes sense for him to be up here. Stenhouse is up here. So far, so good. It's just trying to maintain it. It's just sometimes they just get runs at like the right time. Like if the outside and inside line get a run at the same time, then there's really no way I can block that. They're, I don't know what they're doing back there, but clearly something's going on. That was a little crazy of a block, but you know, we're okay.
Got one up top, all clear. Got a car coming inside.
Oh my god. They're getting all those runs. It's not good. I agree, Phantom. I'm not really a fan of how he won the 500 either. We're just gonna stay on the inside. He doesn't have drafting help, so we can just keep it on the bottom here and get help from somebody else. And like I thought, that worked out perfectly. The nice thing is Kurt's up here. He looks like he's trying to set himself up to actually try to battle with me for the win. If he actually ends up getting second, I'm gonna cry. It's gonna be so beautiful.
Five to go. You got this.
Yeah, it's a 2021 mod. Alright, okay, Sender tried. Hey, Ross Chastain's up here. Oh, look at Kurt on the inside. He's just lurking. Look at that. Alright, now he's here. I think he made the move a bit too early, but he's trying. me and him get 1-2, well, if I get first and he gets second, I will probably cry. I mean, it'll be so beautiful.
Right side.
Chastain's up there, but he doesn't have any drafting help. Kurt's going to push me here once I lose the lead. So that's not really going to affect us all too much.
At your bumper. Clear high, clear high.
Damn, Cindric and them, they just took off. Yeah, they kept... Oh. Okay. Alright, well, I didn't mean to hit him there, but it's okay. We'll get a run. We'll get back up there.
Still there. Clear all around.
And we'll get a run on them right now.
Stay to your left.
Side draft them a little bit. Duck down low. Chastain will push me. Perfect. Perfectly executed. Kurt just threw a block back there. I saw that. That was cute. I like to say we're all good, but I don't think we're going to be good. I just know the game's going to try to throw something at me with the AI getting runs at the wrong, at the right time. I don't know what the hell Chastain did there, but alright. Got Josh Bilicki now we've got to race with. Oh, they're starting to do something weird back there. They're trying to formulate something.
All right. I need 2 more good laps from you. Outside.
Singer's up high, but he's not going to really have any help.
Clear high.
It's going to be sweaty. It's going to be sweaty to make all these blocks and make sure it works out. I see Cindric and Justin Haley up there. We'll throw a block.
Left side.
Ooh. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Alright, we'll get down low. We'll be okay. We're okay. Phew. Oh, God, the stack up. That was really weird. Alright. Alright, Hamlin pushed me.
Stay left.
If Josh Bilicki wins this, I'm going to be very upset.
Clear high.
1 to go. Okay, please. We gotta get the run. Hamlin, I need the push, for God's sakes. I need it. Thank you. Alright, we made this pass before a couple of times. No!
Way to hold a good steering.
No! God damn it! Why are the Rick-A-Rare racing cars so quick? Oh, that's such shit. They just... I didn't get that help. I didn't get the help. I don't know what to say. It's just... We let a Rick-A-Rare racing car fucking win at Talladega. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, that's really embarrassing. We'll take a look at that last lap again. We'll take a look at that last lap again. Trying to get the right, like the normal camera angle. Josh Bilicki just fucking won this race. So how the hell did he make that move? Well, it's just obviously another case of blocking where I saw Cindric and Justin Haley up on the high side. I made the block. Obviously I blocked them. But then Kurt, oh my god, Kurt helped him. Kurt helped him win that. Because he stayed behind him. Kurt, you betrayed me! And he got the lead. I was very confident I was going to get it back because we've gotten it back so many times like throughout the race. Can I have a better angle? Thank you. Yeah, because like at this point I'm like, okay, I'm going to get by Kurt. Hamlin's going to push me and we'll get, you know, back to him. But it didn't happen. Like, Hamlin couldn't keep up with me. And I had the run, but I had nowhere to go. If I were to try to go the outside, the run would just stall, and I would just be put in a bad spot. So I couldn't. I mean, obviously I would have tried the outside. The game, like the game's outside line, would work more properly.
Rick Ware secretly stole one of SHR's cars.
That is very true. That is very true. I guess that's the lore behind it. Well, you heard it here on this channel. Apparently, Josh Wickie, if he's even racing today, I don't even know if he is. If not, then a Rick Ware racing car apparently is destined to win. Don't know why they're so good at restrictor places, especially in that last lap. I thought for sure I would get by him. I mean, at that point, I was just stuck behind him. I guess I could just let off the gas and then like have Hamlin push me. And I was kind of trying to set him up here where, you know, I can get the run and duck down low. I made this pass multiple times, and he did the AI thing where like just before he gets in the travel, he kind of goes up the track a little bit. So like, okay, that's my chance to make the move, and it didn't really materialize. Like at that point, like at this point, I knew like, okay, I'm like fucked because I'm not getting the run at the right time, and then he just, you know. I can't even consider that a block. It's just that's just where he was supposed to go, and I didn't really have anywhere to go. I mean, I could have tried the outside, but as I said, it's just the line would have stacked up too much. So at that point, I was just screwed. Almost lost second by doing that. That's really awkward. Oh, God, that hurts. That fucking hurts because we led so much of that race and we just biff it at the end. That happened on Roots, too. It was with Cody Ware, I think. Yeah, that's really awkward. I can't believe. That's a fast race. It only went it was like 2.5 hours. Minus the pre-race, or the pre-stream thingy. I can't believe I fucked that up. Oh my god. Yeah, we led the most, we had the fastest lap, and 122 laps. Yeah, we weren't even close to getting the lap lead record. 122 the 188 laps. Actually ran the full distance, and we didn't have any yellows in that last stage, which was even more insane. Kirk gets 9th, so I'll take that. So apparently, I mean, Hamlin was up there. I mean, that's kind of realistic. Newman was up there, but, I mean, the 6th car is Brad, so I guess Newman could be Brad? I don't know. So it's either going to be Josh Bawicki or a Rick Ware racing car or Denny Hamlin. Apparently. The game has predicted it being correct once, so yeah. We only got to 122, so a lot of those laps were lost during the pit cycle in that last green flag stop because it took us like 15. We could have probably gotten maybe 15, 20 more laps, but even then we're still like 10 laps off the record. So like even in that hypothetical, if I took right sides on that last stop with everyone else, really wouldn't have been able to get that record. So that's still a shit ton of laps led. The most of the 3 car. No, I can't say the most of the 3 cars ever led at Talladega, but we tried. But apparently that's what the game is trying to tell me. And it's been right before. Well, right at Atlanta with Byron winning Atlanta, so I guess that was kind of cool. So that's the race results. Bowman fell out on lap 19. Almirola in the back. BJ McLeod back there. Chase Elliott. Kyle Larson as well with getting 25th. Half the field will crash out. Will it be chill? I probably imagine half the field will wreck out. It's probably going to happen. Will there be a flip? I'm going to say no, but I could be very wrong in that. I will accept the L in that regard. But I'm going to say no. Many hard hits, though, which, like I said, I don't want to have happen, but it probably will happen. So, yeah, that's quite unfortunate. I don't even know what to say. We just lost. And, yeah, that race swing was about... Yeah, it's about what I was running in practice. So it's about 2 hours and 26 minutes. So that's about 8 minutes longer than my other attempt, which I think a lot of those laps got cut down because of the yellows in my test sessions. So that's still pretty quick. That's under 3 hours. It's only, I think... 2 for stages, I think 3 for car wrecks. So it's only like 5 yellows. So that was still pretty tame. Even with strict yellows. So that was neat. Pretty neat. But yeah, we'll wrap up the stream here. As usual, I'll probably get my BK food. As tradition, put my Saki socks on. Get that situated. So I can actually get home just before 3 or close to it. I always seem to miss the beginning of the race. That's apparently my new tradition now. Just like how it's a new tradition to stream every weekend, which I've actually really liked. And it also helps that this game is competent and functional, so I can actually do 100% races and it not being like awful. So, yeah, I guess that'll do it for me. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I saw like 53 people watching at the end there, which is like, holy shit. The last time I've had that high of a number was when NASCAR 21 came out. When I did like the early stream for that. Which I'm very embarrassed by because I did it on the console and the frames were messing up. You keep eating BK, you're going to turn into BK. You're right. You're right. And, I mean, as far as the estimation on how much Gatorade I would drink, I mean, it's not quite halfway. It's maybe about like 30%. That's not too bad. Oh, almost dropped it. Ow. Oh yeah, the Wendy's car is going to be out there. Well, I don't like Gregson, so that's not going to help. But the car looks nice, I will say that. Great shot, Pat. Golf Kid, you're so positive and you're so optimistic. The world needs more of him. I said that before and I'll say it again. The man is so just wonderful. So thank you for that. Thank you as well. Before I get going, I gotta thank Scott McNew with the $5 super chat. Again, I always appreciate it. You've always done like super chats and stuff in my streams every Sunday, and it goes a long ways. It adds up, and I very much appreciate it. So, either way, that'll do it for me. I'll see you all in another stream, probably next Sunday for Dover, which this is like a secret stream because there's only like 11 people watching, but a lot of people left already. But that's who we're going with for Dover. Don't tell anyone. It's a secret. It's going to be with this 2005 car. Don't tell anyone. It's a secret. Don't let anybody know. It's between us. It's an intimate moment right now. But that's where we're going with for Dover. I know it's not a shock, but I just thought I would let you know. So that's what's going on. Okay. All right. Anyways, that'll do it for me. I'll see you in another stream. Thank you for stopping and tuning by. I don't know why I said it that way. But there will be more NASCAR. Yeah, as usual, like NASCAR weight stuff. I have the other two parts recorded and already pretty much ready to go for Tuesday and Thursday. Oh my God, Hi TV, you madman! Oh my God, Hi TV, you're too generous. Cause you're awesome, man. Ah, it's so nice.
Cuz you're awesome, man. Lol. Go get yourself some BK. Any chance you will be interested on showcasing the SRX mod with me?
Ooh, that's a good question. Dang, interested in showcasing SRX mod. I mean, was never really too interested in the SRX mod. Not the SRX mod. God, that's fucked up. Because I really like the stuff you've been posting sharing with me on it. I meant to say I was never interested in like playing the SRX game again because I already kind of did it, a couple of videos on it and everything. But I mean, shit. I mean, I might have to. I mean, I saw the thing you did with my car and other people's stuff, so I might have to. But I don't know the ins and outs of the modding stuff with that game, or if it's like I would have to imagine it's pretty close to the same as Heat 5 because it's with the same engine. So I'm not sure, but I mean, it's a maybe. I don't know. I first want to have those Heat 5 cars done. I can begin like the career mode and kind of do stuff on that because I really want to start posting stuff on that and actually give Heat 5 like a proper career mode chance because on the console, at least with my version, was such an atrocious mess. And at least here I can properly play like the 2021 version with all the trucks and Xfinity cars and Cup stuff. Obviously we're missing some tracks, but this is a lot better than what we actually got in real life with the NASCAR 21. So this is like the true canon 21 version. NASCAR 21 edition is like filler. That's like the only interpretation I can get out of it. Well, I'm glad you know what I meant because I worded that so badly. I worded that so badly. It sounds awful. So I had to stop myself because that sounded horrible. But yeah, we'll definitely talk about it in the DMs. But thank you for the 20. I was just about to wrap up the stream too, so now I gotta add the 20. Again, thank you for the 20 though. I really appreciate that. You're too nice. That will, you basically, well, not entirely, but that will definitely go towards the BK fund of getting food. Oh, jeez. But yeah, thank you. I'll be in Day 500's stream on Twitch. He'll be streaming it today. I'm not sure if he's still here or if he's already streaming it. I'm not sure, but I'll definitely tune into that. So that's where I'll be if you want to post some eyeballs. You can't do eyeballs in Twitch, though, so that doesn't really work. Something that resembles an eyeball. If you do that, then I'll know you were watching this stream and you tuned into that, and that's where you found me. So yeah. Either way, I'm gonna get going. I will see you all in another stream, another video, NASCAR way stuff this week, and all that good stuff. So yeah. Either way, that'll do it for me. Take care, and yeah, have a good day, everyone. Hopefully.